What is success? Ryan Lawless asked this question to me on his show recently. Before I tell you my answer, let me give you some personal history. While I do that, enjoy this footage of my recent trip to see my grandson for his first birthday, and you may be able to guess my reply as you watch. Hi, Henry. Are you trying to get into stuff? As a child, I was painfully shy. My dream job was data entry in a back cubicle with no phone and no customer interaction. And yes, I wrote that on an 8th grade vocational aspirations assessment. I went to business college for administrative assistant and hoped to be in a secretarial role in a company. And I did, in fact, take a job in a back office at a flooring retail store. Once I had my kids, I couldn't afford daycare for 2 and decided to stay home with them. But I wanted to contribute to the finances and do more than what I felt was the never-ending laundry and cooking mom chores. So I did a variety of what people now call side hustles. I slowly gained confidence and interacting with people became easier. When my veterinary office posted a job opening, I jumped. And for over 10 years, I served as the office manager. Oh yes, I got to see all the cute puppies and kitties and then hand them off to the medical staff. I memorized every person and their pets. I would see them drive into the parking lot and have their file pulled before they even walked in the door. In our small town, I would encounter vet clients at the grocery store on pretty much every visit, and my kids would ask after inevitable greeting and conversation, "So what's their pet's name?" It became our joke. And the dogs. Gonna get him. Oh. During those days, I set my hours and could be home when the kids came home from school, and I only worked an occasional Saturday morning. On the side, I started a portrait photography business. With the kids now in high school, I took their senior photos and their friends' senior photos, and it just expanded. I took a big leap and, quote, retired from the veterinary world to take on photography full-time in 2010. Yes, just as the economy was collapsing. Then my husband at the time lost his job. After a year of unemployment, he found a job in Fort Collins, Colorado. So we packed up the last kid and moved. I immediately took a job in the front office of a veterinary practice. It seemed like easy work for me. But my photography kept trying to call me back. And after a year, I took a PPA workshop in Denver on the business of photography. I told myself if I was willing to do all the grueling back office work, yes, the same duties I aspired to fully in 8th grade, then I could retire from the veterinary world for good. I liked my job, but in my mid-40s, I did not relish the idea of having 2 full-time careers. Then one day I got a call that my grandpa had passed away. I made last-minute plans to fly out to his funeral with my dad. And I had to work a 12-hour shift the day before my very early flight. When I asked if someone else would mind doing the last bit of mopping and closing duties, the person in charge snottily refused. Crying, I finished and vowed never to be under someone's thumb again. Within a few months, I gave my notice and embarked on full-time photography once again. I could set my own hours, go camping, and work with wonderful clients. When my marriage abruptly ended a year or two later, I fell apart. For a few months, I went on a road trip to family and contemplated my options. But once again, photography would not let me go. So I dove back in a few months later and never looked back. I simply could not stomach the idea of working a small hourly wage, long hours, and having zero say in my schedule and work environment.
Happy birthday to you.
Cha-cha-cha.
Happy birthday.
Does he look tired already? He's so cute.
Hey, it's not yours.
How cool.
Oh, nice. This is so cool.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. That's a good one. Birthday cards. I give it to him.
The notion of working for $12 an hour before taxes all day Saturday when I could be out photographing a family and their pets for a much higher income was really a no-brainer. So let's circle back to what is success to me? To me, it's never having to ask permission. Permission to take a day off. Permission to cut my day short. Permission to choose my clients. Permission to arrange my work environment how I like. Permission to interact with clients how I see best. Being able to visit my daughter Amber for her son Henry's first birthday party was an honor and a privilege. I arranged my workload and my schedule. I let my clients know, kissed my husband and pup goodbye, and I spent a few glorious days with people who mean the world to me. I don't make a 7-figure income. I don't own a mansion. I don't aspire to those things. Those aren't success to me. My business coach, Jeff Shaw, asks his clients why they go into business for themselves. And he says they all say to control their destiny, to which he replies, "How's that going for you?" We sometimes are wrapped up too tightly in our business and don't give ourselves permission to do business how we want. We become our own worst boss. I implore you to consider what you think is success. Then give yourself permission to take the helm and not look back. Wow, you're doing such a good job. Yeah.